Today is a special, happy day. Despite what's going on in the world, we can pick and find and embrace our joys, the intimate ones close by, and we are doing that this morning. In all parts of the world, from earliest recorded history, parents have brought their children at a young age to their place of worship, sharing their joy and dedication with the wider community. We come as parents out of a strong sense of awe and wonder, and as witnesses to it too. The enormous blessing of a new life in the community, in this chapter of their parents' and families' lives, and the possibilities and the beauties and the promise of each new life. It's in that spirit that we gather.
This has been a long journey. From the decades of knowing you wanted to be parents, to the last 8 years of heartbreak and hope and determination that has finally led to this moment with Sophia in your arms and part of your lives. All of us are so happy for you, for what you said feels so right. I know you have lots of people to thank who stood with you, many of whom are here today, but that you want to say a special thank you to Callie, Joe's stepmother, and Joe's mom, Kathleen, and stepfather, Trent, without whom, well, you literally would not be here. We also give thanks to Sophia's birth mother, Misty, who chose you, and without whom this little girl would not be part of our world and our lives. It has been a long journey, and here you are. Children come into the world naked of body, mind, and spirit, naked of knowing, dependent, and helpless. Parents have the awesome privilege to be the guides, companions, cheerleaders to these lives as they unfold. From you, your child will learn love, for sure, laughter, and speech. From your actions, your child will imitate movement and goodness, wisdom, courage, and openness. Parenthood is a sacred and holy calling. Above all the power and business and ambition of the world, these lives must come. For what will we profit? What will it profit any of us to gain influence and riches or fame and lose our children and their companionship?
Joe and Jayanti, I'm going to invite you and Sophia to come up, this daughter of wisdom, to come up and join us here on the chancel. At this point, you're not listening to anything we say, but I'm still going to say it. In presenting this child in this service, you affirm your commitment to her life. Do you promise to the best of your abilities by your example that you will care for your daughter so that she may grow and develop with confidence and security, guided by your wisdom, encouraged by you to trust her own, be true to her own passions and values, finding what endures in life, like the deep peace of a life of integrity and service, like always being grounded in loving connections, like so much she will learn first to know and to cherish from the two of you. Do you promise to show your daughter all that you know of a life that endures with joy and meaning, If so, please say, we do.
We do.
It's not possible for any parents to raise a child alone, especially in a complex world, and children need to know that they're caught in a web of love that will hold them firm, but also give them examples of other lives and life choices that they can use as bases for which they make their own choices of a good, rich, and meaningful life. And Sophia is blessed with a huge extended network of layers of community. So we'll recognize some of them today. We'd ask the godparents of Sophia to stand: Mari, Cinnamon, and Melanie. You each have been chosen because you have special qualities or gifts, ones that Joe and Jayanti wanted you to share with Sophia as her life unfolds. You three have a special role as another guarantor of this child's care and safety with particular obligations. Being a godparent is a sacred and holy trust. Thank you for being willing to play that role in her life. And please remain standing as I invite Ellen, Sophia's great aunt, to stand, and any other family that might be here. If you're joining us remotely, as I know many of you are, you can stand at home because there's a huge family too. Ellen, you, among others, stand as this incredible connection back through generations for Sophia, to people whose legacy of values and bold living she's called to carry forth also. That's why our names so often will have the name of someone who was in our family, whose qualities were loved, and who we hope our children will carry the spirit of forward. Which is why Sophia's middle name is her paternal grandmother's, Kathleen. To the friends of Jayanti and Joe, and congregation members will stand later, so you can decide whether you're friends or congregation, but I just want to leave so somebody stands at the end. To the friends of Joe and Jayanti, will you please also stand if you're here today, and if you're joining us online, please stand. You are also part of the wider circle of family and chosen family that will supplement the care and formation of this beautiful child and support her parents. Thank you for willing to be and play that role. And so we ask all of you who are standing, do you pledge your support of this child in ordinary days of living with heart and in days of extraordinary need, should those arise? If so, please say, we do. We do. Will the congregation please rise? To the congregation into whose care we commit this child and her family, the words of Rob Eller Isaacs, former beloved minister in Oakland, passed away this last year. He once wrote, "It is our faith that each child born is one more servant of love and justice, one more wise voice waiting to speak their truths to the needs of the day. By this service of dedication, we commit ourselves to the nurture of this child. We strive to love her, to cherish her in times of struggle and gladness, acknowledging the divine spark that is within each child. Will you be worthy guardians of her life, building the community in which she can be surrounded and upheld by beauty, embraced by love, and cradled in the arms of peace? If so, please say, we will." We will. You may all be seated. Joe and Jayanti, by what name do you give this child?
Kathleen Sophia Chapot. Or Sophia Kathleen Chapot.
Are we sure? Because we're
Sophia Kathleen Chapot.
all right. Sophia Kathleen Chapot. This is the water that is brought together in the community each year when we gather, and is so symbol of this community. And so, with it, this water from Mother Nature's infinite sky. We bless you, my child. Thoughts of your mind, the words of your mouth, the deeds of your hands, your heart. And with the gift of this flower, a symbol of the beauty and unfolding of life, we welcome you to this fellowship of souls and dedicate your life to a service of truth and righteousness and love, with all of us dedicated to be with you in this journey. May you and those who love you be blessed forever, and the world be blessed too, for this gift of life that is yours. Amen. Blessed be. And we now introduce formally to this congregation Sophia Kathleen Chapot. Please let us show her our joy and welcome. Yay! Oh.